up, Cowboy fans and YouTubers? It's that VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming back at you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting down below. I make these videos for me and you, and they're a little therapeutic, you know? Because I know a lot of people are going to get at me for not having a mask or anything like that on my face, but I just don't have any. I used to when I mowed the lawn and all that, but I don't have any at the current time. And you know, I don't even want to really leave the house except for work, but I gotta go out, get some stuff for my baby boy. But anyway, I have seen things, you know, as far as Cowboys related. You know, I just don't want to talk about it. The Amari Cooper turd, Rex Ryan mess. It's Rex Ryan. Him and his brother are so outspoken. They get it from their daddy. Their daddy held nothing back, and they don't hold nothing back. I mean, that's generally why they have these guys on their shows, is because they want those hot takes. And that's exactly what they gave them. Unfortunately, it was a little overboard to a lot of people, and he should have, you know, worded it a little better. But we got the point, you know. Amari Cooper disappears at times in the season. Okay, we got it. You don't need to call the man a turd, or, you know, not the man as a person, but call his play a turd just because of that stuff. I mean, there's lots of players that have disappeared in big games and you don't talk about them. So ain't no point in just harping on him because he got paid like he should get paid, you know. I mean, I haven't seen Julio winning those Super Bowls, and y'all say he's the best wide out in the league a lot of times. Calvin Johnson, Megatron, he was paid. He was so much better than everybody in the league, but he never won a Super Bowl. So ain't no point in arguing this man's money. It's the same thing with Dak. Why y'all keep bringing up everybody else's money and how they're compared to somebody else? Yo, they're them. Why stop comparing them to everybody else? Just like this generation will say Tom Brady's the best of all time, when my generation thought Joe Montana's the best of all time. You know? So it is what it is. But other news, I did see the whole thing with Jerry Jones video conferencing Jalen Hurts and that little thing. It's nice, it's cute. It's a lot to do about nothing. Cowboys are doing their due diligence as they do. And of course, you might as well take a look at quarterbacks too. You might as well take a look at every position on the roster. Why not? And why are you just going to hammer home just corners, safeties, and wide receivers when you need talent at all levels? And depth especially. I mean, as they say, you take the best player available. A lot of times that's not true, but a lot of times you build your board that way, and if this certain type of player just happens to fall, you go for it. So no matter what the position is, a lot of times, especially later in the rounds. So say if Jalen Hurts does fall to this third and they got a shot at him, of course they're going to pull the trigger. Why not? Because you're going to need somebody to back up Dak other than Cooper Rush and Clayton Thorson, because those two guys do not instill confidence in anybody that they can keep this team going if Dak goes down. So why not take the chance and just, you know, see what the man has to say? Why not? Other news, everybody jumped on Dak and Dez about them working out and the whole selfie and social distancing and all that. I get it. You know, everything going on, everybody's like, we don't need y'all working out and all that. We don't need y'all getting together, getting each other sick. I get it. But it's like saying these guys are trying to stay fit and healthy in case their season does actually happen. Unlike the basketball players who people are condoning, saying, well, they're getting fat, they're not working out, then they're playing esports. So, you know, you want your guy to be ready to go, or you want them to be fat, sloppy, out of shape when it comes, and then your fan base hates you because they did nothing during this whole thing. I mean, I get it. There's only so much you can do. But, I'm not going to flip a wig about it. There's a lot of stuff going on that's not my main focus. I get that everybody needs to stay at home to help curb this thing going on. But if 3 guys are together, huddled up, and practicing, that's no difference between me, my co-workers huddled up in a enclosed space, and we're not sick. I knock on wood, hope nothing happens, but I'm not too, going back crazy about it, Let's see. A lot of mock drafts are all over the place nowadays. They don't know what's going to happen, and I kind of like that. They don't know if Tua is going number 2 to the Redskins. That might mess up the whole draft. They don't know if the Cowboys are going to move up, trade down, just based on who we're looking to get, because we don't know who we're looking to get. You just don't know with this draft coming up. And the fact that it's all being, I guess, like Madden, really. You're going to be doing everything electronically. It just is a whole different feel this year. And, of course, I'm on board with taking the day off from work to look at this thing. I want to see how this comes about. And I want to see what our pick is going to be. If we pick, you never know. I mean, we did trade back for Travis Frederick that one year. And we didn't know if we were even going to draft in the first round because we moved back so far. Some people were saying throw that pick away and trade back and get more picks, But he fell to us. It happened. It worked. Happy retirement, Travis Frederick, Fred Beard. Good luck on your future endeavors. Other than that, there's not really much to talk about. It's the same old mess. Is Dak worth his money? Is Amari worth his money? How could they let Byron walk? Oh, our defense is in shambles. The Aldon Smith signing was out there, but apparently, according to one report, I think they said 8 teams were looking at him this year. So I take that with a grain of salt because the man hadn't played a down since 2015. So saying all these years later that 8 teams are looking at him, either his agent has marketed him out there or he has talked to teams or something, but after 5 years, nobody's talking to him. So I don't know. That's like, what's his name? Our former linebacker, Ronaldo McClain. Nobody talked about him. He got reinstated. They were quick to cut him. They didn't even think about keeping him on the active roster, And his time away, you never hear about him until his name came up for reinstatement, and then we cut him, and then poof, he's gone again. So you never know with Aldon Smith. If we get the 49ers Aldon Smith, great. If we get the Raiders Aldon Smith, we're screwed, basically. Who else did I wanted to talk about? The Aldon Smith signing. I think that's it right off the top of my head. I don't want to take up any more of y'all time. If anything else comes up, I'll get it to you. I'm really trying to think. It's on the tip of my tongue. There's something else I wanted to talk about, but I didn't have time to make my proper notes. I was rushing out of the door to get out here and do this stuff because with everything going on, I'm doing extra hours of work this week. So, I got to pick up some income. Well, jeez, I just can't remember what's about Aldon Smith coming back. I can't remember. There was a report about somebody, but I can't remember right offhand who it was that they were talking about. But yeah, y'all have a good one. Enjoy your Monday. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your family. Stay safe. Like Mark Holmes says, stay your ass at home. And take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Keep hygienic. Make sure nothing happens to you, your well-being, or those around you. Y'all take care. If anything else comes up, we'll get it to you. Thanks out to the new subscribers. We're up to 88. We're driving to 100. And I'll talk to you then. Peace. What up again, Cowboy fans? I just remembered what I wanted to talk about on that last issue. It was Robert Quinn. I wanted to state how frugal and crazy free agency could be, because apparently the story is that he flipped a coin, and that's how he chose to go to Chicago. He flipped a coin and it ended up for whoever, heads or tails, for Chicago instead of Atlanta. So as you see, the Cowboys weren't even in the running, and you kind of knew that because he was going to outprice himself the way he played last season. And that's the way free agency bounces, I guess. The flip of a coin. Go figure. All right. Take care. Peace.